Hey everyone, it's Kayla here, and today I'm sharing a layout and process video for day 28 of my A Scrap Lift a Day series here on YouTube. Today's lift is in the top right hand corner, and I've also added the link in the description below so you can go and check it out and join in if you'd like to. If you do join in with today's lift or any of the lifts for this month, then please do tag me on social media. I'd love to see what you've been creating. Now for today's lift, it does include a large title. So I had a look through a lot of my cut files. I've got quite a lot of title cut files. I do like a title cut file. And I found this one for 2021. And I knew I had this photograph of myself, my husband, TJ and Darcy, and this was taken on New Year's Eve last year. I have already scrapped some photos from New Year's Eve last year, or the year before actually, it's now the year before, isn't it? But I did have this one left, and the other photos that I'd scrapped, I'd used this collection, which is... I can't remember what this one's called. Reaching Out by Jen Hadfield. And this was a collection that came out last year. And I don't have very much left. It is mainly scraps. I do have quite a few of the die cut pieces. But paper wise, it is, I think this rainbow one was the largest piece that I had left. So what I've done so far is I cut a strip of paper to start with to have on the left hand side, like on the original layout. I've got my cut file. I have drawn around and cut out the pieces to back the cut file. And I laid it all out and had a look, and I decided that I needed another paper strip on the right hand side as well. That just felt more balanced to me. Obviously on the original layout they had done some mixed media down the centre, and I think that does make that feel very balanced, but because I wasn't doing mixed media, I needed that extra strip of paper on the right hand side. I'm going to distress the edges of my pattern paper. I just love how this looks, and I love the texture it adds to the page. And then I'm also going to start sticking in the pieces to back my cut file. This layout does come together quite easy. I think it's a lovely simple design. The cut file really does do most of the work, or the large title if you're going to use a large title piece. And then it's just a case of little finishing touches. So just sticking down those pieces. This is quite simple, a simple cut file to back because they are large pieces rather than lots of small intricate pieces. And now I'm going to have a look through the die cuts and see what I'd like to use on this page. I do have a play with a few whilst I'm going through. None of these actually make it onto the final page, but I am going to do what I normally do when I've got die cuts, and I kind of go through them all, filter them, so I've got a smaller pile to then work with on my page. I have got that Celebrate die cut piece at the top, which is in rainbow colours. It didn't really work on the side like on the original layout. It would have worked better along the top, but I really wanted to kind of mimic the kind of the title going up the side, and then the rest of the title being the large cut file, if you will. So I found this Celebrate word, which is from the Form Title Thickers, and it's in gold, and I like that it brought in a metallic to the layout. So I do have that going up the side, and my title will read Celebrate 2021. Obviously, at this time the photo was taken, we weren't sure what 2021 would bring. Again, it was another year, wasn't it, of kind of up and downs and not really knowing what was happening with the whole pandemic thing. But at this stage, on New Year's Eve, we was very, hopeful for a better year, although it was it was better in some ways, but not always. You know, the coronavirus is still a big thing, and going into 2022, it's still definitely here. Now I'm just having a play with some of the pieces that I'd filtered through, trying a few things to the side of my photo. The original layout has a heart-shaped photo. I did consider doing that, but it would have meant that I would have lost Darcy's face. And I mean, there's not very much of her face in the photo to begin with, so I didn't want to just have an eye from Darcy. So I decided to go with my photo as a portrait photo, not portrait, landscape photo, and then just have a couple of embellishments to the side. I have now kind of skipped forward a little bit and my embellishments are stuck down. I've got a heart from Bramble Fox. I've also added a small cluster onto my cut file as well. Again, using one of those foam thicker pieces, which includes a floral cluster. I think that's really nice, and it kind of just brings something up to the top of the page. It felt a little bit bare up there. I'm now adding in some gold sequins from my stash, just to bring that metallic throughout the page. And then I'm going to finish off with some gold splatters using Jen Hadfield Gold Mist. And I think this really does finish the page off. So here are my close-ups. Like I said, it is a very simple design and I'm really pleased with how it's turned out. It was perfect for documenting this photo. I'll be back again tomorrow with another scrap lift. Thank you for watching. Bye.